In episode today, we'll be discussing about respect for matrimony. There's a video that is trending about a professor of theatre arts in University of Nigeria in Soka with a student who is a married woman. I think you saw the video.
Yes, I did.
And there's something the cameraman was saying. You say professor with a married woman, professor with a married woman.
And that did not even debar the professor from doing whatever he wanted to do.
I think it was a setup because I don't think he has done anything because I saw him with short...
No. Whether a setup or not, what we should be looking at is this. Was the woman married? Or rather, is the woman married? That should be the bone of contention here. Not whether it's a setup or not. Because we are talking about respect for matrimony.
Yeah.
Now, if you are claiming you have respect for matrimony, should you be found in certain places with certain people? Now, imagine a professor in a room alone with a married woman and his pants are down.
You know, this issue of matrimony, let's just keep professor at maybe another school of thought. Because there are people that don't believe that married women should accord that kind of respect to married people. Like I told you earlier on, there are people with A1 in humanizing with married people. There are people that they are anointed in following married people. Their own anointing is very strong whenever they see any married men. But the only thing that put my interest in this thing was when the camera guy was saying, you are doing this to a married woman. Like in the Southeast or the Igbo culture, the Igbo tradition, we accord a lot of respect to married people, especially the women. There's serious respect for matrimony in the Igbo culture. And that's why you find that camera guy is shouting, you are doing this with a married man, it's a married woman, and she's married itself. Those kind of words now.
Yes.
In other cultures, like in other African cultures, this is not the same case. You understand?
I think in Africa generally, it's being frowned at.
Yeah, but
Once
I've
you are
heard about
married-
other cultures where they say you can share a wife or this kind of things. But I have not. There was no confirmation.
In Nigeria, there can't be such culture. Once you are married, you are married. In fact, in certain cultures, it's so stringent that you can never see a woman's nakedness once she's married.
Yes. It's part of the
In
Igbo.
certain places, you can't even hug a woman that is married.
Now, that brings me to our own generation because a lot of these things, they generate a lot of debate, even online and offline. We discuss with especially young married women. Talk about like what you're talking about now,
Yes.
hugging, going to beer parlors with all those, buying gifts. Like some married women, you see them with in their matrimonial home receiving gifts from like ex-boyfriend or like classmates and all those kind of
I think that's the problem. This has to do with our own generation. Now, you are seeing younger married women.
Yes.
Now, certain things they do, you see a woman that is married hugging another guy. Someone that is married to someone. And the lady will be like my classmate in secondary school.
Yeah, the hugging
University.
on its own is not actually, some people say it's not bad, but you know there's an intimate hug that is quite different from normal
Any type of hug
at all. Should be frowned at.
should be frowned at.
Hugging to some extent part of like some Western cultures.
Hugging
like,
can build intimacy.
okay.
Now, when a woman is hugging a guy, now the woman,
Intimately or how?
even if you are hugging jokingly, now when you are hugging a guy, are you hiding your breast behind, or will you take your breast behind? Now, when you are hugging a guy, although some persons might classify it as they will be like there is 360 hug. Now, when you are hugging someone, you are hugging that individual with everything. And in most cases, you find this in churches more.
Yes, because there's no demarcation now, like, especially in churches. I can agree with you totally with this because even in churches they will say, now that's tradition. This one, we are in Christ.
We are in Christ. Hug your sister, everybody hug your brother. And then you see a woman that is married hugging another younger man. And when she's hugging, she has she has something else in mind.
Or even you see some boys tapping some married women's like backside.
I think there was a time you told me.
Yeah.
There was a time you told me
about those kind of things.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I was very straight with them. See, where I come from, these kind of things are frowned very seriously. You can easily lose your life for playing with people's wife.
I feel that when a woman gets married, or let me put it this way, when a woman is telling a man, I want to marry you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Now you should understand that there are certain things you shouldn't be caught doing. There are certain places you shouldn't be seen.
It should also be restricted to men alone.
It should.
It should not be restricted to women alone, because that is the argument most women put forward. When you talk about women actually keeping yourself because they are married and all those kind of things, women will always say, why does that level of scrutiny not apply to male counterparts also?
Although, I've come to observe that this hugging thing and hanging out thing is prevalent when it comes to women.
Yeah, because even
you hardly see men hugging married women. Now, most times I've seen places like I've been opportune and then I'm watching. Most times you discover that it's the woman that initiates the hugs.
Okay, I've not taken notes of that, but I know that a lot of guys, I can say that a lot of guys who are pro-culture, they actually respect a lot of the married women. Some don't even shake hands with married people. You understand? When they greet every other person, they just salute. Some people can never go to a beer parlor. As far as you are married, people don't go to church. They take this thing very serious.
No, I ask myself, why would a married woman be comfortable with another guy that is not your husband in a beer parlor?
No, I think it's like what we were talking about it, and then maybe upbringing. Because during Christmas, I had experience. These guys don't go to church. They are called traditionalists. And one of my cousins came to us in front of my house during Christmas. He said that his ex-girlfriend, that guy has been married for like 5 years, bought a gift for him. Do you understand?
Did he collect it?
Yes, don't listen to me. And the guy was so scared of going to collect the gift. But that girl was actually married to a very big person. So now,
wait, he would have gone.
No, he was trying to, in his own confusion in his mind, he had to edit it out. He was asking me and one of his friends, what should I do?
Now you said something. Sorry, I'm cutting you short. You said the ex happens to be married to a very big man.
A very wealthy person.
Yes. So he would have gone, but for...
No, he later went. I've not even finished the story. So
okay.
He was seeking our advice on what should be done.
Okay.
So my friend, his own friend was now interrogating him. He said, how far? What happened? He said, you just saw the woman wearing a glass on her DP and he said that this glass is fine. The woman asked him, do you like it? He said, yes. Okay, so I'll get you as a gift. So that boy, then, these guys don't go to church, but the guy warned him. Now, since the woman is coming already and the woman was driving to where we are, the guy warned him and said, you go to that place, make sure you don't even sit down in the woman's car. Just stand up, collect the gift, and return to this place. And this one, we're actually waiting for the guy. Within like 10 minutes, the guy returned. All of us were laughing. The guy then started warning him that, let it be the last time we will see you collecting gifts from a married woman. You understand? He was just telling him that anything that led to this one, let it be the last part of it.
Let's not put it this way. A married woman. Now, this one is different. A married woman that you had
something with.
Yes.
Before in secondary school. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So because I don't feel it's wrong collecting gifts from a married woman.
No, but even before you get to, because you may think it's funny. You think it's funny when you think about it like your own wife.
No. For instance, if you push it to that limit, it's just like your pastor's wife giving you something, and then you turn it down.
No, okay. In Igbo culture, it's not as if women don't give gifts. But look at what happens.
So, okay.
Even if you want to give a woman that is married gift, what you must do that you must inform the husband.
No, we are talking about women. Married women.
No, let me tell you, if a married woman wants to give you something and the husband is aware, there's no problem about that. But the husband, okay, imagine you now, you catch your wife giving. It's not funny when the men are aware of it.
No,
you understand? It's not funny when, what would you tell your husband?
It's not.
That he used to be my friend, I gave. It's just stupidity. But when the husband is aware, like what you're talking about church, most times the husband and the wife, they are in church now. And the woman buys gifts for all the guys and giving them. You understand? There's nothing attached to this.
Now, in a scenario whereby you have a business with a married woman,
the husband must be aware.
You say something about taking a married woman to
yes, and all this kind of things.
Now, in a scenario whereby you have a pending business with a
the husband must be aware. There's nothing wrong with you going into partnership with a married person. But in all those things, the husband must be aware.
Okay.
You understand? Okay. The husband must be aware. Then when the thing is done and you will have your agreement set out and every other thing. But when you go into a business with a married woman also, you have to be careful, you as a married man, to set limits.
No, what if the man in question is not married?
The man is not married. Then you have to just draft the agreement and make sure the husband is aware. You understand? Because is not is untraditional, it's uncultural. For you, is anti-Igbo. For you to go into a business contract with somebody's wife and the husband is not aware. You know, people do it now. You see some people even giving their ex-girlfriend gifts. Sometimes you just wire somebody 1 million naira, start up a business, and the husband is not aware. If you want to do it like your former friend, just inform the husband. It will save even the guy and save you also.
I think you are right. In our climate today, people do not have that respect for matrimony.
No respect for matrimony. You can see your ex-girlfriend, you are setting up a business for your ex-girlfriend. You understand? And the husband is not aware.
They have a way of building emotions.
With you and the person.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because there is no way I will give you 1 million naira to start up a business.
You start looking at your husband as
you come to the shop, when you open it, you are not thinking of me. Hey, the same person that gave me 1 million naira.
And
what can I do? And you know, money works this way. If you are giving 1 million naira today, your mind will automatically become reconfigured, and you're asking yourself, how can I get 2? How can I get 4? Now you see the woman, she's now thinking, how can I get more from my
Start comparing your husband with.
Sure.
This man is a very lazy.
I feel marriage is a very easy institution.
Easy.
Yes.
Some people have been married here and they will tell you that.
No. Marriage is a very easy institution.
Easy.
Yes.
Most married people won't agree with you.
I'm coming.
Okay, you agree with them?
I'm coming.
Agree with them.
I'm coming. Look at why.
My dad will not accept this.
No. Look at why I said it.
Why you say
it's
it?
just the two parties that are making it complicated and making it complex.
Making it complex.
Yes. Marriage is a very easy institution. The same way God made it, Adam, look at Eve, and then Adam was like, okay, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, she shall be called woman and all. As simple as that. Adam did not Adam did not have issue or did not have any problem trying to think up a name to give Eve or something. It was just spontaneous.
Let me leave it to that. Two of us are not married, but most married people wouldn't agree to this thing you're saying. But
marriage is a very easy institution.
That is when both of them understand what it means to get married.
Yes, that's why we say respect for matrimony. Now, a woman that understands her part in a marriage would know that, number one, this is till death do we part. Now, a woman that understands her role in marriage knows that submission plays a role, a very big role. Now, she knows that respect plays a very big role. She knows that care plays a very big role. She knows the role of romance. Now, do you know that most times I tell ladies that men are like babies?
Men are very easy to control.
Yes. In fact, the most difficult person, or how do I put it, the most complex human being to handle should be the other gender. Now, men are so easy to handle. Like, you can just bring a man before you even bring a bottle to put him inside. The man will jump into the bottle himself. It just depends on how the woman packages herself and packages the marriage.
Okay, let's get back to this matrimony, because we're not talking about married people and this one. There are also other aspects to it, which are young guys who are actually people without values at all. Like what we talked about now, the person inside the marriage knows her roles now. Then you find out that there are other young guys who are outside, who are bent on destroying the married people. They will do everything.
That's the thing. So many people have certain level of bitterness. For instance, imagine, let's look at it from this angle. You have a lady who trained in school.
And the person gets married to another person.
The person gets married to another person. And unfortunately, the man she got married to is not that financially buoyant. What do you expect the young man to do? Now, the young man will try to play a game with the lady. Come and see me so and so place. I'll give you a certain amount of money. I know one thing I've come to discover about infidelity. Infidelity in relationship, marriage, is still the same thing. Once you start, you can never stop. It takes a very high, how do I put it? A very high level of moral recompense and principle or attitude for you to stop. Once you start, you cannot stop. And you discover that certain young men, they just want that marriage to collapse. But the problem there is there is this thing I always tell people. If my girlfriend or my wife should cheat, I don't have any issue with whoever she cheated on whoever she cheated with on me. Now, the person I have issue with is my wife or my girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't know if you are following.
Yeah.
Now, this is where respect comes in. You know, all these things we're saying, respect for matrimony, it works both ways.
Yeah.
A man respecting himself, the woman respecting herself.
Herself also, yeah.
Because let me be sincere with you, there are certain ladies you will see, the way they carry themselves, you won't even want to talk to them.
Yes, you know that they are married and you want to.
You'll be like, this one, you can never see her laughing. You can never see her smiling. So
and she won't give you that room.
So
to
if
start
married
rubbish.
people can be that way, we are not saying you should come out every day and you squeeze your face as if you just had a fight with your husband. But if you can, through your actions, show people I'm taking, people will respect you.